Hello, everyone. Welcome. Chat has spoken, and we're going to do a best of one Premier Draft Core Set 2021 here today. This has been I've been pretty met on results so far, but I'm having trouble seeing the forest for the trees here, and I don't know if my problems in this format are just early format variants or whether I'm missing something fundamental and I'm doing it wrong, Not sure, but I know that the way to find out is to keep playing, keep working it out, keep playing with you all, and try to take away what lessons we can from our wins and our losses and convert those to more wins in the future. Yeah, my on-air results haven't been great. I haven't finished it yet, but I do have a draft that I'm like 5-0 in with a blue-white Skies deck in which I read the table pretty well, and they pushed me hard into white, and I heard and listened and have a great deck there. So maybe that's part of it too. Maybe I just need to be listening a little more to the table and trying to figure out the correct lane that we're supposed to be in. I know a great lane for acquiring physical Magic stuff, though, and you know what it is. It's cardkingdom.com. They're my sponsor. They have been for quite a while. In fact, today is the end of a quarter. It's June 30th, and coming up on my to-do list this week is letting Card Kingdom know how my stream is doing, how my YouTube channel is doing, how many viewers I'm getting. And I share that information with them quite freely because I want them to be happy with our arrangement. I want them to be happy with what they're getting out of it. And if you want to help me, if you want to sneak in something little right here at the end of the quarter for me, you could click that affiliate link and go check out cardkingdom.com on my behalf. And if you ever find that you want to buy something from them, please remember my affiliate link, and you can come back and click on it. And basically, if you do some shopping after using my Card Kingdom affiliate link, it's tied to my promotional stuff here, and that can help me stay on the air. So if you're buying Magic cards, check them out. And even if you just want to help my stream out and don't intend to buy anything, even just going and checking out the site from my affiliate link can help the stream. And of course, you can recommend Card Kingdom via my affiliate link to all your Magic playing buddies, right? All right, thanks. Let's see what we can do here to get out of this early format struggle that I find myself in. Oops, I want audio. And it's not that bad. It's like I think my record we did 3 premieres and we went like 3-3, 3-3, 3-2-3, 0-3, and then yesterday we 1-2 to traditional. So it's not even like it's just like terrible. It's just well below where my personal expectations of myself, especially at the beginning of the format. A lot of people saying, look, you got, red is where it's at. So we'll keep that in mind. I don't force anything unless it's like a stipulation, but I am well-known leaner. If I think the format is telling us to lean one way or another, I think it's worthwhile to do that. But let's see what it's offering us here. On the red front, we have a red rare, but it's not really a first pickable one unless you're into the gems. Yeah, sorry. Let me get to the draft. So we have Transmogrify is the rare, is what I mean. And I don't think we're going to take that. Although if you were going to rare draft, I wouldn't fault you. Turn to Slag is decent removal. Pretty clunky. A lot of green, which people are pretty down on. Scythe is pretty great. But it takes some work. You got to make it work. I think it's Slag or Scythe. So let's start on Scythe. And then see where it goes from there. The floor on Scythe is terrible. The floor on Scythe this is worse than a short sword, right? But it does not take much. You just get one extra counter on this, and it becomes a monstrous card. Finishing Blow, Grasp of Darkness. Well, here we talked about this pick yesterday. 5 mana instant that gets everything, or a 2 mana hard to cast instant that only gets some things. Patrician is a payoff for the lifelink deck, which again, you'd take the Augur here. Even with first pick Scythe, you don't like these black cards. Classic. Well, Haj has his place on this format. I'm going to take Grasp. Haj has played this more than me and is probably right, but I can't do it. I can't pass Grasp of Darkness just because red is supposedly best. But maybe I'll come around on that. Yes, Augur. I've had Augur. I had 2 Augurs in a deck, and it was quite great. Ascension. Yeah, that's been interesting. Twin Blade Assassins is interesting. You want Rites? I don't know about... I mean, Rites does help with Scythe or whatever, but I don't think we want it here. You try to wheel that. You want... Because there's also Magmut. That's another thing. I mean, red-black would be a way to go with this. Let's take the Mutt here. There's people asking for the Ascension, and I get it, but I also feel it on the... I'm not sure we want to be red-black or black-white, so I'm going to take the Magmut in the weak pack. Here's another Magmut that we could add to the pile. What are we taking if not? There's another Village Rites, but again, I expect to get these late. I don't... You know, this is not a bad card, but I don't prioritize it early. I don't feel like I should. Let me take another Magmut here. Well, hello. And there's really nothing else? I mean, maybe if that Caves Wheels, that'd be cool. So now we need to steal our opponent's creature, put a Scythe on it, and then sacrifice it to the Warmonger. I think I like the Thallid at 3 over the Devils at 5. Yeah, Devils is nice, but I'm going to go for the cheaper card. You think Crypt is the second choice, huh? Do you like Thallid? So you're ranking there, Haj, is Thallid, Crypt, Lurker, and then Devils? Yeah, 4 power is real. I definitely like a 3/4 a lot more than a 4/3 in general. Yeah, Thallid over Crypt was all acceptable. My question was, as second place, Wujo, do you like Crypt or Devils? Nobody's talking about Thallid versus Crypt Lurker. We're talking Devils versus Crypt Lurker. Yes, this doesn't need to be Steel and Sack. But if it is, here's a sack. Thrill is nice as well, but we'll take the uncommon that actually does fit the theme on some level. Turret Ogre, probably good enough here over a Caged Zombie. Oh, well, this is died this turn. We're kind of doing this thing, but it's only 2 life. If it was like make a zombie or something, sure. You like the zombie over the ogre? Let's look at curve too. I just don't think I want to play this. Like, yay, things align, so I got to pay 2 mana to gain to cause 2 life loss. That just doesn't seem good. I'm going to take Turret Ogre, which seems actively fine. Note I said actively fine, not actively good. Are we playing 2 Cauldrons? Do we take Revitalize in case we just get forced into the white deck from here? Oh yeah, we can just rare draft, sure. I don't think we want a ton of Cauldrons as a thing, right? As soon as you have a second one of these, it's just pretty useless. I mean, yes, you could activate it technically twice in a turn, but I can't imagine that being a good thing. Hobble Fiend works with the sack thing. Not that we are stealing anything yet, but again, it's fine. Maybe we can find ways to sack our own stuff or whatever. You really need some things to go right for the... Like, the sack stuff is everywhere. Sacking is no problem in this set. It's the steal part that seems pretty difficult. But I expect Rites to wheel. That doesn't surprise me at all. I think it should wheel. Well, we're in the right lane, though, and I'm going to take a Bloodfell Caves here, help our mana. And maybe we can run this. I mean, this is like some kind of a payoff for the steal and sack. It's not great, but I don't know. Let's see where we get headed. Well, we like a Gadrak, don't we? Soul Seer, also incredible. Want the removal, but Gadrak, pretty good. Sad to pass that, though. Dangerous is like removal over the rare. I don't know, this is a very good card. It doesn't attack often, but it doesn't need to be a very good card. Here we have this rare that keeps not being right for me. In this case, let's see, how bad is it for us? Mutt survives, this dies, this is okay, you know. Yeah, our stuff survives it. Anybody want to take this? I mean, it doesn't, the only thing it kills is Hobble Fiend, and we could actually get the Hobble Fiend out of range too. I have passed this when it hasn't worked with it. Like, I had a black-green deck that cared about 4 power, and that was rough. I'm gonna try Karavak because I think we can actually might be able to do it here. I'm gonna maybe Archer or whatever is better, but I want to try the rare. Dragonfire, awesome. Another Magmut. Not going to take Goblin Wizardry if we're going to try this rare, but another Magmut is fine. Try and wheel the Ogre. What is this? Conspicuous Snoop. 2/2 for red. Cast goblins from the top. Play with revealed. As long as the top is a goblin. Okay, so really this is a 2/2. Hard to cast 2/2 for 2. There's a Grasp here. We could take the Jester if we just want some beef, but I think we just take the Grasp. Let's not mess around. Really, you all want just a 5/5? Yeah, I mean, it does do the sack thing, but Grasp is, I mean, it's just removal. This is too cute. I don't know. I like a 5/5, but I like the removal better. And here's some more removal. Yeah, I don't think we're not really sacking much at this point. Here's the devils we can grab. I would need creatures. We could use some creatures for sure. We could use also, I don't know what the black card draw is in the set, but when I have black-red removal, I always want additional card draw. Well, we could play this and it dies to Karvek and then we can reanimate it. That doesn't seem good though. Yeah, it's probably Imp. I haven't, like, one problem with the Imp is that it doesn't die to Karvek, but it certainly, Karvek turns off the Imp. That being said, if we can trade off the Imp early and then drop the Karvek or whatever, that's fine too. Another turn to, not another, we don't have one yet, but another piece of removal, a turn to Slag. So this is why I want card draw, right? Because the problem with the heavy removal deck is that you can get into a spot where it's like, all right, I removed their first 6 threats, and then their 7th one beats you, right? I don't want another Cauldron. We already have one. I'm not gonna play a second just because it works well with that rare we picked up. I don't think we want a second one in the deck actually, and we might want an archer though. Like, I don't even know if we're gonna play the first cauldron. We'll see. Here's another archer. How are we doing at 4? It's not that full, so I would play 2 archers here. Are we ever doubling the power of a creature? I don't think so. And Arsonist. We can pull. Yeah, I guess we take it, but I don't think we play it. And yeah, I mean, we have sack outlets. I just don't. But is it good? Like, and I really don't like this zombie. If we're gonna take sack stuff, let's take Arsonist. But I don't. It doesn't feel good to me. Hey, Bieber fan, thank you. I would say this. Arsonist is not good unless when you kill it, something of theirs dies. Is that fair? Like, this is a nothing card if you're not killing something with it. So when I hear people saying, oh, it's good, it's good. I don't know how good. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, even just blocking a 2-power creature and killing it has some value, but it's really low impact if you're not actively killing something with it. Yeah, I know Sanctuary is interesting, but we're going to take the Dragonfire pretty easily here. I don't care. Our dog count is not going to change my decision on that one. Wow, we are all removal deck. Yeah, and this is where I want card draw. Yeah, we're going to take a 3rd grasp, but at some point, now I would trade like a grasp for the 5/5. Here's a shock. Spark Hunter. This is an interesting card to talk about. It looks solid, but ditching a card really matters. But activated Indestructible is quite strong. Devotee, though, is so this is the 2/3. I really think it's almost bad design to have this and the zombie that I keep passing. Well, this isn't card draw, though. Oh, it is. Yeah, sorry, it is card draw, but it is too bad of a deal. I like the Devotee. It's finally a reward for actually sacrificing some stuff, and having Oppo lose 2 life is not, you know? Imp is kind of the only option. Too much bounce in the set for what, Jikerman? For making tokens? I'm not sure what you mean, too much bounce. Although I agree, I think too much bounce is probably why green has suffered so much in the format. Aegis Insight for gems, if you're doing the gem thing, would be fine here. Like, Deathloom Thallid is it's good, but if I were an account where my gems consistently drain, I would absolutely take Ageless Insight over Thallid here. We don't need to do it on this account, but if you're a scrapping together your account type situation, I would take gems there. We could take a Hobble Fiend to continue, trying to get this get our creature count up. Slag and Shock are all well and good. We just have so much removal right now, we don't really need a Shock. Yeah, we could take a Rites. We already have one. I'm going to take Hobble Fiend and see if we can pick up another Rites. Yeah, this is what I mean. I don't like Caged Zombie and Liliana's Devotee in the same set. 2/3 for 2 and a black. Zombie that does death trigger stuff. It's very confusing. 6/5. Like, what are we even taking here? I guess we take this though. I really don't want another cauldron. Führer is not going to be a thing. We'd probably take Indulgence over another Imp or a Rise Again. I don't think we're playing this. Take some Vault Progress. Here we go, another Rites we can grab. I like that. 2 Rites there. Sure Strike doesn't feel like a Sure Strike deck. We just have so much removal, we don't need the Sure Strikes. Another Rites. I don't even think we're playing the 3rd. Good name, Timnos. I'll use that. Well, I wasn't going to be playing either one. I'm not. Mabinap says Rise Again seems a bit better than Sanguine Indulgence. I felt like 100% I was not going to play Rise Again. Like, there was no way I was playing Rise Again ever. So I took Indulgence in case we felt like we needed draw 2 for 4, but I think it's actually probably just our first cut. A lot of cards to cut here. Yeah, that's got to go. That's got to go. That's a lot of archers. Certainly one archer can go. This Blood Glutton can go. Fenner wants Magmuts out. I can't... Cutting Magmut seems wrong. I'd rather cut an Imp. Like, Imp is creature-based removal, and we're just so stacked on removal that Imps feel bad here. Chat really liked the idea of Arsonist for sacrificing and scything and that kind of thing. I think we can give it a try. Arsonist won't work with the rare. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about this rare. That was one concern, but also the idea is that they do work with the rare in the sense that it just turns this into a 1-mana deal 1, which is not amazing. But yeah, actually it just kind of turns into a shock because the opponent's creatures are going to be down a point as well. We could cut 1, see how it goes. We do have a lot of cuts to make here still. Probably cut the Turd Ogre because of that as well. I like it. We could cut Turn to Slag because our removal is so high. Although we could like even cut 1 of the Grasps if we feel like our removal is Fenner thinks we don't want Cauldron at all. I suppose with Village Rites, we can make that how we're sacking stuff if we're sacking. You want 3 in this deck. Yeah, I don't want to take out the Devils. I think this is pretty good. You want to cut an Archer over Grasp? We do have a significant creature count. Yeah, Slag can, I guess, probably go, but then it makes me want to bring back the Grasp. And I think we do cut Imp. Like, what? Like, I'm not running an Imp in this deck. The the imp is turned off by the spiteful, and the imp represents removal, and we just have a ton of it. Craig asks what our win con is. Our win con is board control. Our win con is Magmuts sitting and finishing you off on your creatureless board. But really, our win con is win a long battle of attrition with some card draw and removal, and win with whatever creatures we happen to have left around. We could go 16 on this. We peak at 5 here. We have 2 4s and 2 5s. That's a pretty low curve. And with the caves, we even have some extra fixing for it all. So like we could do this and then bring back in any, one of our final cuts here. The archer, or so yeah, let's do that. Let's go to 16 and put one more card back in, and I'm going to throw this one to chat. So help me figure out the final card here. I'm going to go 4 or 5 seconds. We have Rites number 3. We have Imp, if you want to put in an Imp. We have Archer for one of those archers. Slag for turn to slag, and Ogre for the Ogre. It's a lot of choices, but this is the thing. We're just trying to get our last card here, right? So I'm going to go with those as one of the options, and you tell me. And I'm not putting in Cage Zombie. No. It feels too bad for me. I get it. I get the end game you're trying to go for, but I would rather make the Magmut our reach end game. Because the reason you'd run this is, hey, we can make him lose 2 life from a distance, right? We can make him lose 1 life across 3 creatures from a distance too. So we kind of already have that job filled with much better cards. And I'm also not putting the Cauldron in. I agree that Cauldron is wrong here. No, I'm not going to put in an Arsonist. I gave you the choices. I think I want to experiment with Arsonist and see how it goes. I don't want 2 of them right now. It is probably... we may come back and add it, but I am going to leave only 1 for the first time for right now, and we'll put in the Archer as chat has suggested. And I don't know if anybody has any bling requested today, but if you do, now is your time to speak up. Nick's Basics, right on. Thank you for speaking up. Hat was showing me some filter tech he was looking at. So if you go, what is it? You can see what's left. Only shows your board though, right? Huh. Interesting. Oh, I guess it shows it here. Maybe if you. Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Let me. That separates it out. I don't. I guess this helps somewhat. Do you like that? Is that a more useful view? Of course, now chat's over here. Of course, you can't see the sideboard in that case, but anyway. How are we going to do with this one? How many wins? If we played this event out a bazillion times, how many times would we win? Well, per event, on average. No red yet, but I think we keep this. Scythe on 2, Devotee on 3 with any land. Karvek on 4 with any other land. Mutter, mutter. Oh no! Well, not hitting our land drop was not part of the plan. I don't know. This is, see, like, I feel like this is how it's been going for me. I don't know. It's just not been a great start to the format, and then we just get Rizzled. Yeah. I don't know, folks. I'm trying. Why do you think it wants 17, Fenor? I mean, forget what's happening in this game, Fenor. What about the deck makes you want 17? Things to do with mana. What do you mean, like Devotee or whatever? We don't have that many mana sinks here, I don't think. All right, sure. Thanks, Magic. ETH Saver, that's a terrible... that is a terrible heuristic, I'm sorry, but... well, it's not necessarily a heuristic. You're just saying you finding that you're always mulliganing 2 or 5. Sorry, I thought you were saying that your heuristic was like basically always mulligan 2s and 5s. I mean, you should take it case by case. Not even the right place in the battlefield anyway. That was the problem. Now that I'm in the right place in the battlefield, this is all gonna go great. And I gotta get my numbers updated too. Thank you all for hanging out today. Glad to have you here. Yeah, now we won't draw swamps. We're gonna keep this too. At least we have Magma. We have 3 plays, so this is much better than our other keep. And we found some black to boot. Let's see. Hobble Fiend. Now we'll just go Magma. Non-creature spells got a little more expensive for us. Well, we can go Arsonist, Rites, pick off the Wingmare if we wanted as a one avenue here. That does use up all of our mana and creates an attack for the Magmut, although I think the Magmut can just get through the Wingmare. So... Tax blocks it this turn. No, Village Rites cost 2 total with the tax, and Arsonist still 1. Yeah, we can also just go 2 spell with Arsonist and one of these and do that. Yeah, right. They actually update it for us. The tax is part of the updated cost. Yeah, I like that. Let's go... I'm going to offer this Magmut first of all. I don't think they'll take it. If they do, that's fine. I'll trade our 2 for their 3. And then now we can go Hobble Fiend. If we go Hobble Fiend Arsonist, we telegraph the upcoming play. We could just go Magmut Arsonist, and then we have to go Hobble Fiend, sack Arsonist, and then they don't know that it's coming. So then maybe there's a chance that they do something else to make it even better for us. So I'm going to go Magmut, Arsonist, and then look to Hobblefiend or Village Rites next turn. Mauler, your end-step creature died. Can't even cast the Karvek yet. We can send in the Magmuts, though. Would we? I think I would accept Magmut, Village Rites, Arsonist, kill Mauler. And Rites is an instant, so if he blocks if they block Arsonist, we can still sack it to get the Wingmare. So yeah, let's send all, and then we have. I think we send all, and then we can decide, because I would trade this for this Mauler, because it's not even like a 2-for-1. We get some value back off the Village Rites. And yeah, if they take it all, we're happy with that as well. So, we're going to Hobblefiend and Village Rites the Arsonist to finish off the Mauler. Or we could, yeah, right. So let's do that. We can also Hobblefiend it and make it, make the Hobblefiend a little bigger ahead of Karvek. So... that's what I'm thinking. We might actually want to hold on the Rites and just do the Hobblefiend trick, so that we get this big enough to not die to the Spiteful. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, and then we do get to hold up Rites, although not with the Wingmare out. Right, if we find black, this just kills the Wingmare anyway, right? No black. And we don't even get Devotee plus activation, although... yeah, this is sad because I really, I don't want to trade one of these creatures for the Wingmare when the Karvek should, but also we are stalled here and we don't have good attacks unless we're willing to trade one of these for the Wingmare. And I think I'm going to offer... I don't love it, but these are 2/2 drops. If they want to trade the Wingmare, that's fine. I want to keep attacking, and then we get to play this turn also. Devotee and ping with my... Yeah, that's true. But we can't activate this turn anyway, is my point. Oh, we might get a Feat of Resistance here. And not the worst, because now we just we do use the Village Rites and sack the Fiend. Maybe we'll find another swamp and be able to play the Devotee anyway. All right. This no longer dies to the Spiteful, unfortunately. Boy. Gonna have to finishing blow that thing now. After we find some land. All right, there's a land. Yeah, let's just kill it and attack Karvek next turn. Well, We're going to take one hit, but I'm going to set up for the... let's see, if we go... Yeah, we could just send an Offer Grasp plus Magmut for the Dreadmaw. Still looks pretty good for us on the on where it goes from here. All right, now we'll shrink this and make a Magmut. Archer, hello, friend. See if this works. Kind of want to get some Archer sound clips to use when we play Skeleton Archers. No need to attack with the Magmut since it's a 1/1 and only deals 1, although looks like actually would have had some value. We're going to go ahead and sack Karvik here, though, for the Village Rites. But into all that open mana, I like holding it back in case of other... I don't know if there's flash creatures in white or green, but... yeah, 5 mana deadweight is a bit of all right. So it's basically playing out like we thought it might, which is just us winning with whatever's left over after the dust settles. All right, picked up 1 win at least. We're not going winless today. We can do better than that, though, right? Welcome, Fool Auto. Good to see you. How you been? All right, Grasp into Gadrak seems like a fine place to start. Probably don't want to Grasp on 2, though, so wouldn't mind finding an alternative 2-drop besides Grasp of Darkness here. No such luck. We'll decide here whether to Grasp that or not, but I'm going to start by letting them untap, probably letting them attack even, and seeing if there's a better thing than the Swindler by turn's end. See what they do for 3. All right, so if they gain 3, they can bring the ghoul back, which is ugly. But they have to pay... Yeah, well... Surely we can't counter it. I think we should use the Grasp here. We've got a busy sequence coming up. We're gonna go. We have Gadrak, Devotee, and Pitchburn as our next 3 plays. So I think we should use it here. If we do it on the Ghoul, it means they can't activate it to draw the card. But if they've got life gain, they can get it back pretty for free. So we can use it on the thing where Sure is going to stay dead. And also we do have the tool in the deck. If we get -1/-1 to everything, that would be good. Mabinap likes the Swindler here. I wish we could see their hand. If we knew their hand in deck, this would be easier to figure out. But also, I'm running out of time here, so I got to choose. Yeah, actually, if we leave the Swindler, they can use that to get this back. So that's a great point. The Swindler itself is what's making it the right thing to get rid of, because the Ghoul would come back because of the Swindler. We'll drop our big rare though here. Well, we could. This doesn't really attack, so we could actually just drop the Devotee in case we want to attack. We'll do that. Chat's so smart. It's a 1/4 flying blocker, but it's 5/4 flying blocker, but unless we were really keen on specifically blocking the Ghoul that turn, it didn't, you know, that was the difference. No blocks here, though. Of course, we don't get to attack through here, which kind of stinks, but archering the Ghoul doesn't completely suck. Yes, they can get it back, but we make them have to work for it a little bit. And kind of almost like attacking and making them see if they will block with that Patrician, but yeah, but Mensch, when I played this wasn't here. I was playing to attack back. If this had been another, you know, low toughness creature, my play would have, you would have seen where I was going with my play. I wasn't looking to block this. I was looking to attack with this. It just didn't happen. But that was my plan, and I stand by it. Attacking back is interesting, but they get life out of it, so I don't want to even bluff. I don't want to bluff and give them life gain. Where is our removal? Well, we can Pitchburn Devils the Hobble Fiend. We play Pitchburn Devils here, and then if we need to, we can Hobble Fiend it to get rid of something like the Swindler. And we have to kind of hope that they lose the flip on a Swindler and don't get back their creature next turn. Yeah, we have to hope so. Oh yeah, we're gonna do combat first. They're never gonna block though, right? They don't have good blocks here unless there's something tricky going on in their hand, and if so, that's okay too. I suppose given that we could play Hobble Fiend, but no, I want to get Pitchburn Devils down this turn. So Haj says Gadrak to get tokens. Interesting. But don't we want that next turn? Anyway, I'm going to attack now. Hope they don't have Feat of Resistance, which is an incredible card. And then I need this out because I don't have the mana next. If I might want to sacrifice this to the Hobble Fiend, I need to get it out now because I can't Hobble Fiend sack unless I draw a land. If we played Hobble Fiend Gadrak or whatever, we'd need to draw a land here to be able to Pitchburn sack. Okay, we lucked out. We won the coin flip. Oh no, but we lost the Oppo has a million more. Quote coin flip. Darn it. That could be trouble. It's a lot of Swindlers at uncommon. Let's see. How do we get Devotee going? Like, we do want to... I would love to be able to pay the 2. We could go Hobble Fiend, sack Arsonist, but there's not going to be anything to get. Anyway, I'm going to attack. We need to do that at least. We could just drop hand, but yeah, maybe we just have to give it up and expect that they're going to get this back. We can't kill this all, so we should just get super aggro, right? I like it. I'm just gonna... Oh, we don't have enough red to do it all, but we do have Hobble Fiend for sack here. Do you want to sack? We can kill... We could kill one of these. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they can't flip, because if they pay the 3, we kill them with it on the stack. Great, great, great. Good call, chat. That's funny. The lack of red actually set me up for a better play. I was going to dump my hand if I could, but actually the lack of enough red to do so is setting us up with a much better spot. Because now Hobble Fiend in response to a Swindler activation is GG. I'm not even going to roll over Pitchburn or anything because I don't want them to see it if they're not thinking about it. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and Pitchburn them down to 3 so that they cannot activate Swindler, although then they can attack with the Patrician and then they can do it. Still pretty risky and sets us up if they lose the flip that we can just win the game. Yeah, but if they activate in response and then lose, we win. I'm going to do it. Because we do have a 5/4 flying defender as well. They can come in and get that. They can get themselves to 4 with an attack with a Patrician, but we have a good block. Nice. Finishing blow. Can't get anything out of here, but we do get to force chumps, right? So let's finishing blow the Patrician. Interesting. Back-to-back blows. We can send in the Archer and trade 1 for 1. And it's for every creature that dies? Each non-token creature that died this turn. 2 have died so far. So yeah, we send in and then we get 4 and Gadrak can attack next turn. So that's great. So Gadrak can't attack here, but they're forced basically to double block, and then that gives us 4 treasure tokens for Gadrak attacking next turn. Flip it. You know they're going to swindle, right? You got to go out on your own terms, Oppo. I suppose they still went out on their own terms. The Scoopsicle. All right. Picked up a second win. That's nice. Oh, I missed it. Yep, you got it. Hey, look, it's both our colors in our opening hand. That's cool. This looks sweet. Kind of sad how much sacrifice they put in without putting in the steel part. Maybe they did and it was too good. Maybe they had it at common and it was just so good they decided not to. I don't know. But it's not really there. I mean, when I say it's not there, it's at uncommon. I mean, it needs to be at common for it to really be supporting the archetype. I'm going to be risky. We do have a finishing blow. Like, okay, so I'm going to be greedy, offer this trade, have it declined, and then play Ballad or Warmonger. I'm going to let... I figure this at most probably gets to a 3-3, and then we have the Dragonfire for it next turn. And I want to continue to put pressure on the board. We could just snap it off of the Dragonfire right now, but then we haven't put anything more on the board. And our removal should still be able to take care of this after a turn. So I'm going to just play a 3-power threat here. And with them playing Dragonfire type stuff, Thallid could be removed for no value. So I'm just trying to figure out which of these I want to do. But this is our better creature. I'm going to go with the worst creature and make him answer that. I mean, I could put this out because it technically blocks a 2-2, but I'm fully expecting the weird to get big, but maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. They're still not going to take any trades here. We could go Hobblefiend, Dragonfire, one of them this turn. I think I like that, and I will continue to offer trades here. If they block, we can decide to Dragonfire, but I'm thinking they're not going to, and I'm going to offer the trades, make the offer, see what they want to do. I think it's too early. We don't need to Dragonfire, double Dragonfire. Why not Hobblefiend and build our presence? Because we can certainly cast 2 Scorching Dragonfires before we attack next turn. But if we do one now and one on our next turn, we get to attack with this Hobblefiend. If we do both now, we don't get to attack with the Hobblefiend next turn. The only risk is that they come up with 2 spells and get one of these weirds out of Dragonfire range. But that seems unlikely, and if it does happen, we're a land away from being able to finish it off in that case. Try for 1 now, see what they got. All this open mana, passing their turn. They could come up with 2 instants here or something and punish me, but I'm calling it. I'm saying have it. Show me your 2 instants or sorceries, or 2 instants, really. They can't even be sorceries at this point. 2 instants. Oh, they had to sack it. Okay, so like there was instant 1, except it wasn't enough. Now let's see if they come up with a second one. This is a big point. All right, they did find it. That was pretty unlikely, although there's a lot of cheap instants. That being said, though, we do have this, again, this backup plan of the finishing blow. So I'm not too upset about this. Why even let them untap? Because our removal could still handle the creature at 1 counter. Why let them untap? I think I'm misunderstanding your question somehow. I thought I explained my line the best I could. Why would I wait? Do you understand? I don't understand why you guys are asking why. I mean, you can disagree with me, but I don't know why you're asking why when I just explained why. A guaranteed kill is one thing, but keeping your pressure up is another thing. I accepted a little bit of risk that is mitigated by the finishing blow, also explained. Anyway, I don't know what to tell y'all. You can disagree with me, but if you're asking me why, you're not listening. Go sit with Dionysus and talk it over. You wanted me to do that, kill the first one before they untap. That's a good point. Okay, I'm the one not understanding. Communication is hard. Ooh, almost missed the ping. I'm just teasing you, D. Because, Dionysus, of all the people in this chat, who do I find myself re-explaining things to the most? Who do I re-explain things to around here? So if I'm making a re-explanation joke, who might I use as a reference point for a re-explanation joke? All right, let's go with the finishing blow here and crack in. And also I'm explaining my jokes. And you know when you're explaining your jokes, things are going great. Throgani, it worked out, but it was wrong. We should have main phased it. I did it happens a lot. You get lured into, hey, it's my instant, I should use it at instant speed, when often the correct thing to do is just treat it like a sorcery. They go for Death Bloom double. Probably go ahead and... All right, now let's see what they want to do. Hopefully they go for a double block on the Magmut, and then we can blow them out. Yeah, sorry, Oppo, good play, but we're going to make you sad now. Yeah, I liked single blocking Silo. Hey, that's my first artifact or equipment that I've lost to opposing removal. But look, we got the win. Do you see it? Do you see the win? I see the win. I don't always see the win, but this time I did. Arsonist doesn't work with Karavak. Or it does, depending on your point of view. It's tricky, it's tricky. Hey, I didn't mention it, but that was our third win, and it brings us to 1,000 gems. That's a huge leap. It's not quite profit, but I'm going to say this anyway. I've been having such a rough results format that I need to celebrate even just getting to even, getting to 50-50. Nah, the creature underneath it wasn't good enough, Mabinap. I think we're going to see a turn to slag on, like, some 5 or 6 mana creature that's wearing a scythe that has, like, 4 or 5 counters on it. There you go. That's going to be your big one. I want to see a turn to slag that only works because the slag killing the equipment reduces the toughness of the creature enough so that the 5 damage kills it. Then we'll know we're at peak slag. Thanks, Hat. I'll check them out. This looks good. If they play something that we can ping for 1, we got the combo. Oh yeah, 2 slags. There you go. 2 slags. Can't really get through that with the Arsonist, so we'll drop Mutt. The next turn we can attack Mutt into the spinner and finish it off with the Arsonist if they don't play something else that scares us or whatever. So, do you think they'll trade for the Visionary? Actually, we can just, we don't want to do that yet. I should only bother attacking with the Magmut if we're going to commit to the Village Rites killing the Snare Spinner. And we do have a follow-up Magmut play. Norbert wants to just play the Warmonger, or there's Gadrak we could play also. Gadrak... If we get Gadrak down and start doing the other stuff, we can actually start making the treasure tokens that let it attack. So yeah, let's do Gadrak. Let's just get our rare down now. Ping with the Magmut. Be a little bit patient here. Yeah, it almost doesn't matter, but like we could play Warmonger and then drop Gadrak on our turn. That's true. It doesn't look like it's going to matter, though. We're going to play a pretty defensive game here, I think. 2 Visionaries is nice. They're getting some... These are just great, right? They're 2/2s that have some board presence and ramp and replace themselves. Very good, very good. We could send in an Arsonist, but then it just dies to that. So now I think we do want a Warmonger hold up Rites. I don't think we sack anything, though. I mean, I could, like, we could, but we don't get anything out of it. We get a Gadrak token. Yeah, we can send in the Mutt. That's the play we had last time. We're going to decline here. Yeah, sure. Now we can send in the Mutt. I would sack... hopefully they just... like, if they want to trade off Visionaries, Gadrak gets 2 counters. If they just want to bounce with the Snare Spinner, then we do the Village Rites and still get 2 counters and 2 cards. So yeah, it's going to work out the way we want here. That thing's big. We're gonna have to try and get enough treasure out to get there with Gadrak, I think, against this thing. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, we can't spend the treasure or else we won't ever be attacking with Gadrak. So I do like just getting... Oh, did I fail to ping? I think I failed to ping. Darn it. Or did I remember? I think did I miss a ping? Oh, it attacked. Thank you. Yes, yes. Right. No fail. It's like, I must not have missed a ping or else chat would be all over me. I don't think I've ever missed a ping that chat didn't catch. I think Karavik is worth playing because we can use it to help try and double block a Megalodon if we need to. I mean, right now, Karavik plus Gadrak is like a 1-for-1. Of course, all this open mana means that that's not guaranteed, so I'm actually just going to take this. We can race 4 damage. Don't like to see Scry to the top, though. Well, yes, this lowers the power of our other creatures, but it is a 3/2 all by its lonesome. And I mean, they need to come up with something pretty big on the ground, and they have the colors to do it. They're playing green, but like without something to behind the Megalodon, we're in an excellent spot. So, right, but it adds 3 power that we can use to try and make that trade, and then it goes away and gives us our power back. So, yes, it temporarily switches the power over here, but then we use it as a tool, it goes away, and then the power switches back. And that's a great point from Silo. It also removes 3 of their power. Well, if Ben S says this is an aggro format, we've kind of got an aggro deck. Funny comment from LSV, though. That's a good exchange hat. Oh, almost missed it there, but I remembered. It's the LSV-est of LSV cards, really. If Marshall's cards are always whatever bounces a creature, whatever creature bounces another creature, LSVs are always whatever 6+ mana 5/7s are available. Still don't love where we're at. Still don't feel like I can sack anything to this Warmonger for usefulness. I don't love sending the Magmuts to get treasure. They're too good sitting here with reach. Like, as if we are just stalled out here, we're going to be doing 2 a turn. The question is, do we have to, at some point, suck it up and try and trade off for this 4 damage? I'm not going to right now, though. I'm still going to take it. I'd like to find a little more action and potentially some different things to try and make that trade with, so that if we get blown out, it's not as bad as it would be giving up, like, our Gadrak. But these Mutts are not going to be fast enough with the Dreadmaw out, so we really need our deck to find some of its removal. Hobblefiend unplayable with Karvek out. That was one of our non-bows that we accepted with running this rare. We can start sacking to Warmonger, and yeah, so like now these maybe are not enough. Now that this is not going to win the race, and these aren't very useful for taking out Dreadmaws, we probably have to start sacking to the Warmonger to get treasure so that Gadrak can attack, and then maybe we can win some kind of race. The trouble with saving this to chump is that we don't get the treasure token. No, this dies as soon as it hits. You have no time to do anything. It enters as a 0 and goes immediately to the graveyard. I will play land though, flooding out a bit here too. That's a lot of visionaries. So 5/5, 4/6. So we're kind of there. I'm now feeling like not even attacking with this is going to do it for us. I think I like Karvek and Gadrak on Megalodon. See what happens. Oh yeah, no, this doesn't get counters. If this got counters, I would have been piling them on already. That was just to get a treasure token. So now, the trouble is I've not been blocking because I feel like there's tricks up here. And now we're going to find out because we can't really beat tricks, so we're going to play like they don't have them. We could block with everything. What would that do for us? I think the trouble with... so if we block... What are we playing around? If they have +4/+4, and this becomes an 8/10... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, like, if we're trying to play around a +4/+4, and we block with everything, all that happens is we lose everything, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess we trade. Then it would be a 4/2, though, and we would just straight up lose. So... that's the thing. I feel like no matter how we block, if they've got the trick, we just get blown out. So I'm going to block here as though they don't have tricks. I think that's basically our only way to win from here. And this at least plays around Guile. And if they don't have a trick, is a 1-for-1. And try this. Playing the 3/2 as a blocker instead of the 2/2 lets us play around at least one combat trick in the Ranger's Guile, and at least still as a trade. Oh, I forgot. That was... I knew it. There's the ping I missed. We found a finishing blow, though. Come on, hit me. I need my 200 people to tell me that I missed that ping. Ah, goodness. I'm happy we got this finishing blow, though. That's going to make a big difference here. And it's instant speed, but they're playing blue. We could do this now. Let's just do it now, make sure it happens. Now I wish we had our other Magmut back, since we ended up not keeping the Gadrak for attacking. If all you guys can get on me is a missed ping, I'm feeling pretty good. So if we trade off with Karvek here, their stuff turns back to big, but we do get to play the Hobble Fiend. I think I'll offer it, although they may be having like one toughness stuff that they're wishing they could cast. If we cast this, this does block these visionaries, so it might make the Singer big. Really, you think they have the trick that they didn't use last time? It could be the Guile, I suppose. But do we want to give them the choice? If it is Guile, we could double block. But yeah, they would have saved the Dreadmaw, right? So I think we're pretty safe in this block. I'm just going to take it. They could have drawn it. It's possible they drew something here that's going to matter, but based on the play of the last couple of turns, they are not suggesting a Ranger's Guile. All right, we're back to full strength creatures. I know, but I want to play our Hobble. Like, it's nice that we get to actually play this Hobble Fiend now. Yes, that is that's the truth. That I pointed out the Singer does kind of double in size, but we're chock full of removal. We just got to find some. Oh, did I miss the ping again? Oh my god! Now I'm getting embarrassed. Now that's embarrassing. One missed ping I can fade, but missing it again on the next turn is pretty rough. Sorry, gang. Streaming's hard, lot to track. Oh, it totally is real, and this is, you know, I keep mentioning, but we did the math, and I'm actually a little bit better of a win percentage on offline than I am on streaming. So basically, all of the distraction and all the mistakes I make from being distracted are slightly worse than the help that I get from you all in finding good lines. All right, got some removal. We knew we had a ton, and now at least, yeah, now we can, if I can remember the pings, we technically have this. Yeah, we did actually run the numbers, because I track my wins and losses offline, online. I'm saying that it is your fault and your fault, you know? Having chat helps and hurts. We are really close to dead, though. Like, we're a Dire Fleet Warmonger away from just getting rolled. What was the delta? Oh, super small. It was almost the same. It was like my my win rate. Oh yeah, I got it. See, here I go. We're doing it. Right now, this is not looking good for us, honestly. I just don't expect that we're going to ping 15 times before something big, green, and nasty, or medium, blue, and flying comes down and says that this game is over. 20 cards to them, 20 to us, so we deck first currently. Oh, did I miss it again? I hate myself. I'm just gonna quit. What if I just quit? Can I just quit? I think I should sack Chandra's Magmut to the Warmonger, because then I would stop punting. That's funny. Whatever, I got... Certainly not my finest hour here in remembering simple things, but... making this very unnecessarily interesting. Although, again, I don't think it's going to come down to this. Despite all these mistakes I'm making here, I don't think it's going to come down to this. It's going to come down to whether we find something better or whether they find something big and green. There you go. Now I'm done punting that. So now we got to decide how to use this Magmut, whether we make the Warmonger big temporarily or a Hobblefiend big permanently. Probably Hobblefiend big permanently, but we have so much mana we can draw and decide. Oh no! Another Magmut. Ugh. I'm going to get punted into oblivion. I swear, D, I'm already humiliated enough by my mistakes. If you start counting out how bad it is, I'm going to time you out. Shut up. I am going to save, I think, for the Hobblefiend, though. Yeah, we can, if we find one of our, we have one scythe or two scythes? Oh, he's yesterday that had two. I think we have, well, do we have two? I can't remember. I guess I have my deck list here. One scythe. All right. If we find our scythe, that would be a great draw. I can't ping actually this time. For once, it's not on me to ping. I got a summoning sick mutt. But thanks for trying to help me. I appreciate it. Archer. Let's see. If we made the Warmonger a 5/5 and sent it in, how would they block? They probably put just a Tyrannodon and a Visionary on it or something, and then boom, that's it. So, just trying to figure out if there's a way we can get Archer value like killing a creature, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to play to the face and be happy that we have another 3/3 to hold off their side with. So, yeah, sad Archer, but there it is. Yeah, we can send fiends, but I like the point that, like, I mean, what does sending a fiend really do here? Right? Like, if we send a fiend, what happens? I think at most, we lose a Hobblefiend before we have a scythe to get advantage out of it. Oh, yeah, sure, we could have sent but yeah, maybe they... It's a lot of stuff that has to go right for that to produce a result I'm happy with, though. I'm fine with this, if I can just remember to ping. Yeah, I can start putting a stop, that'll help. Of course, Pursued Whale, the turn after we play the Archer, great. That's okay, though. We have sack, so we don't even have to... we are never going to pursue the whale. But the whale itself could be a problem. Coming back the other way is a problem. Pinging like a champ. We could do this now, but we could make the Warmonger bigger. I think we just Hobblefiend, though. Let's make a bigger fiend. Yeah, exactly. No point sending the Warmonger. This is too big. Although now there could be 5, 6, 7, 8 is a significant level, but this is an instant. Let's see. I guess I like Warmonger, sacrifice Magmut, make a 5/5, attack with it, and then we have some interesting results. If they double block, we can blow them out with the Dragonfire. If they block with the Whale, we can kill the Whale and have that out of the way. Right. It is pretty telegraphed. Some people block anyway. Some people block anyway. There is the keep chillin' line, but what's your plan with this 8/8? We just chill and lose a creature once a turn until we die or whatever, right? So I'm gonna do the Warmonger play. Because no matter what, we're gonna get some kind of reasonable result around here. Like that, that's fine. And we can think about Dragonfire plus other stuff for this next combat. Sending it all. Makes sense. Probably need to chump the Whale, burn Pteranodon, and let's see, what all can we do here? Trying to set this up so maybe we can come back and crack back for the win, but let's see. So what are we chumping with? Probably Hobble Fiend is the best chump option. We put a 3/3 on a 2/2. A 3/2 on a 2/2 that we are going to make bigger off of this, and then a 2/2 on a 1/3. Then we're looking at going to 1, but having the most of our stuff possible. Oh, we can even use this, I guess, to save some more damage. Yeah, I think we just go to 1. We don't actually Dragonfire to save. We might want to Dragonfire a blocker here. Yeah, we could absolutely go to 4 instead of 1, but I don't know what that does for us. Besides, use up our Dragonfire. We can't beat Pump, right? I mean, what's your thinking? If it's +4/+4. We're still dead. If it's Pump, they pump in response to the Dragonfire, and we're dead. Right? And everything looks okay here, so we pass. And let's Magmut and steal, or let me sack this before they take it. Is it GG? 3, I think the pings may get us, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it looks like maybe. Okay, we got it. Unless they have something for, I mean, they could have bounce. I mean, there's the bounce permanent that would do it. But we actually have the rights that we might not even be dead after that. We don't, all right! So, I was just showing off and showing you that I could win with 3 punts tied behind my back. They almost mattered a lot. They almost mattered. They were almost the difference between winning and losing, but fortunately for me, they were not. We made it to 1,400. Some of your wins are uglier than others. We'll call that an ugly win and take it. It matters to my soul, D. It matters to my soul. But yes, it didn't cost us in that case. Yeah, let's go with Strionic Resonator's take. Yeah, Fenor and Resonator clearly have it correct. We don't have black yet, but we have Magmut into Gadrak, so I'm going to keep. We can try. I don't know about timing, but let's see.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Hey, there's our black mana. Awesome. Now we got everything's unlocked. Here, you want all of them? Here's all of them.
All right,
Pack leader. Other dogs get +1/+1 whenever pack leader attacks. Prevent all damages that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. So 2/2 that can't be dealt combat damage. Good thing we got a lot of removal. We could block and make him start discarding. What does that do for? Nah, we're not gonna do that. We have Gadrak coming that just brick walls it. So no worries. Scythe is nice, but I'm going to go with big blocker here in the face of the 3/1. But I'll offer up Magmut for the leader. Don't let the door hit you on the way out then, D. Or let your subscription lapse. I dare you. Mangara the Diplomat. I haven't seen this card yet. 2/4 for lifelink at Mythic. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you and planeswalkers you control, draw a card. So if we attack with enough to get through, they draw, and they've got a lifelink on defense. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. So if we cast 2, that's bad news bearers. We have a Grasp of Darkness that is earmarked for this Diplomat. See, I've got you, D. You can gripe all you want about things not being exactly how you want it around here, but I got you. So suck it, D. You'll get what you get, and you'll still be here anyway. All right, let's play this. And Warmonger. Yeah. Need a second swamp, and then we should get back on it. White got a new ret on the count. Like, what do you mean? What about this? Drawing when oppos draw? Like, what about this is the new white? I'm just trying to understand the what you got from the tweet there, Hat. Nobody has a counter yet, so yet. Here I'm ready to ping. Look, pinging, pinging. Village Rites. That's unfortunate. I'm going to play a Deathbloom Thallid. I really don't want to play 2 cards and give them a card off of Mangara. That seems real bad. When we have the Darkness, we just need the second one. Although I could Magmut, sack a Magmut to really try and find our black. Although I think I want to do that when we can get Gadrak tokens out of it. So I'm just going to drop I'll drop Magmut, and then we at least have Village Rites open. Although my own heuristic says if we're choked on black, we should be casting black cards. So I'm going to fall back on that in the end. Because if we do find a swamp, next turn we get Magmut plus Darkness, for example. And this becomes something I might even sacrifice for value next turn to the Rites or something. Chunk has a read of destroy target tapped creature from Oppo since there was a pause after we pinged with the Mutt. Yes, we eked out a win against the Whale. My lack of pinging being no big help. Okay. Now, really need no life gain to happen here. Ah, damn it. Now we're in trouble. Now we need our hard removal and a land. Like, it's starting to slip away a little bit here. But we do have hard removal. Jesus Christ, D. Seriously, STFU. How about that? I try, you know? And I'm not even going to let D make me miss my ping. How about that? Well, shoot. I really think we need to, like, Village Rites this Deathbloom Thallid just to try and find a second swamp to give us a prayer at dealing with the Mangara. I could wait on that, though. I guess if I'm going to do that, I could Magmut here. Except I'm trying to find the swamp to play this turn. Yeah, we could Archer this dude, and that's something. Maybe I should just do that. Silo just wants to take out this, or at least make him discard. Yeah, we would get a treasure, too. That would help. Okay, I'll do that. That's fair. Good call, Silo. It's not going to die, though. The thing is they're going to save it. So we won't get something... We won't get a treasure if they save it, but I do like make him discard. And they did let it die. So good. We get grasp capabilities potentially next turn. Could even sack something like this to get multiple tokens. I'm going to decline. Scary, but we're not out of this. We're going to have Grasp ready. We have hard removal in the deck. They can't even attack here, or we'll just throw everything we've got on it. I could Village Rites here, but we don't get the value. I'm just going to, I'm going to draw. We have our Grasp mana now, so, and we get the Swamp to boot. We could go Scythe, equip Scythe, and still have Grasp ready. I kind of like that. And equipping this, I don't think so. No, I was bragging about how even though I was chiding D, I still managed my ping. Unless that was 2 turns ago and I'm that out of it. Yeah, let's put it on the Thallid because we don't care if it dies. It's the thing we might sack even or whatever. Although we could put it on the thing we think they're most likely to try and kill so that we can Rites in response. Really? Why isn't everybody screaming about it then? I think well, unless there was a turn between me and timing out D. I know that I timed out D, pinged, and then untapped. Did that happen 2 turns ago? Okay. I believe you. Certainly I can't seem to handle my pings. I should not play Magmuts because I can't be trusted with them. Nah, I don't like thinking that way. It matters because I need to improve my game. It doesn't matter in the sense of winning or losing. It matters in the nuts and bolts spike way. My nuts and bolts are really ragged today. Apologies. I'm ready, though. Here I am, ready to ping. Ready to ping. Ping, ping, ping. Gotta think. Ping, ping. Here's my life. Like, if I turn on the water to start a tub of water for doing some dishes, I need to set a timer on my phone to remind me to come back in 2 minutes, or I'll forget, and I'll it'll be overflowing water for the next 12 years. But here we go. Ping. See? Ping. Oh, that's good. Chat should be rambunctious, as long as we're all being respectful. What does that do for us? Not enough to play. Doesn't really do anything. We're just kind of hoping, waiting for tools to deal with this diplomat here. Just one, yep. Nice card. Not the worst here for us, though. Ping, 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 ping. We could Village Rites here, but maybe I'll save that for our turn, so we at least get a Gadrak trigger out of it, and then if we find an instant kill, we can bring it to bear on their turn. Archer is interesting because we could play the Spiteful and then ping the Veteran. I don't know if we want to drop the art. Do we want to play this, though, to set that up? Maybe so. This does set up some Archer plays next turn. Yeah, no, not this turn. I just mean we play Karvik now, and then next turn we have the Archer play. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, we need the Grasp. Like, Grasp isn't even that useful for getting rid of the Diplomat anymore. Like, we're going to lose to the Diplomat unless we find our hard removal. And in this case, if they send in Mangara, we may need to, like, chump block and then sack with the Village Rites. All right, so now they're doing that, so I am going to go through with chumping and sacking to the Village Rites here. We could go all in on, like, blocking, but they may have something for that. Anyway, I'm going to... What are we giving up? I guess we give up the Deathbloom Thallid as planned. Here, I can ping now. Once the attacks have started, that's when I can get my Magmut pings in. That's one way to help remember. If you're like me and obviously forget pings, you can do it as soon as you remember post-combat, because maybe they have a Swift Justice or whatever, but that's an instant, so that doesn't change anything either. Deck is at 24 to 22, so it's not going to be the factor here, or very unlikely to be. Another Thallid for another dead Saproling, but look what we found, everybody. Trouble is, if they have feet, can't Archer Veteran? What do you mean? Oh, because it can put a counter on itself. Sure. What we could do though is see if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, they could even do it after a feat. Yeah, no treasures yet. Sorry. Here I could go here so you can see the treasure count. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So Rob and True are suggesting that if we think they have, like, Feet of Resistance, we should actually look to do something like this. Equip up the Scythe to the Thallid. And now I'm going to try a blocking solution that uses the Grasp, and if they have the save, we follow up with the Finishing Blow. No, I'm changing my I'm not changing my plan. I'm deciding my plan, and that plan is to actually try to do it via blocking first, and then when that fails because of the Feat of Resistance that we're expecting, then we try to follow up with the Finishing Blow. Interesting. Let's see if they tap something here. All right, they're going for that. So now, with that, maybe we just straight up chump, let them gain a chunk of life, and but again, they're just keeping up this 2 mana that just feels so much like feet. But I think we have to try and figure out something feetish to do here. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So a 7, 9. Where's, oh yeah, 3rd mana from the Visionary, thank you. It can become an 8/10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if we go Gadrak, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but that's not going to be enough, right? 11, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. It's going to go to 10. We got to put 10 on it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, we got to put all sorts of stuff on it, really. But no, the grasp has to be... Yeah, actually, this is not... This is now feeling sketchy. I don't... If they have the... How do we... Yeah, like, it feels... Now it's feeling like we can't really beat the feat. So I'm just going to put... I'm just going to chump with the Magmut. Yeah, but we can't... If we bait it in a way that wrecks our entire board, that doesn't work, right? So we have to bait it by, like, going for the veteran here. So if there's a bait to be had here, it's this. All right, that's fine. That is utterly fine. All we wanted to do was get them low enough so that this finishing blow can do the job. Yeah, I mean, whatever. We're like, yes, maybe they had Ranger's Guile, but obviously we were gonna make them have that. Could play the land. I'll sandbag it though. No need to do this. Do we have attacks yet? They got a lot of 1/1s, a lot of small stuff. What can we send? You can send this one, sure. Look, we're attacking. That's new. Yeah, Kurvik could be attacking, but it's doing so much work on their side of the board that I don't want to risk it. I think I like keeping it ready. Let's get... well, that pesky veteran won't die to the Archer ping, and in fact it can save anything from an Archer ping, but we could make it make them decide. But let's go to move to combat. Maybe they'll use the light and tap stuff down such that we will be able to Archer safely after combat. We can send in this Archer. These two make sense to me. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to get them to use the veteran, and if they do, then we get to kill it. So, absolutely. But they are being cagey about it. That being said, we should get 3 more tokens now, and Gadrak can start putting pressure on. Yeah, let's move the Scythe. Good call. I think I'm going to move it to the Warmonger. Well, they're going to do it now. The trouble with putting it on Gadrak is that they have a tapper. Even though it's expensive, they can just tap down our big thing. So I'm trying to spread out our threats so that they can't just tap down the one big threat we have. And I'm also trying to figure out if I'm forcing the issue with Archer here, but I'm not. I'm gonna make him figure it out. But we're not. I'm not going to put the Scythe on the dragon because I believe they're going to use their mana to tap it, which I hope they do because then we can finally, then we can ping the veteran. Oh, I'm talking about pings and missed a ping. Thank you, Silo. Sorry I failed. Wow, this is, I need to figure out this leak of mine. Like, what am I going to do about this? This is unacceptable. How many pings have I missed today? Like 5, 6, 7? This is unacceptable. I got to figure out what I'm going to do to try and plug this leak. Yeah, but then it's about remembering to set the stops as much as it is remembering to do the thing, right? Like, it's still just me remembering. Like, that's the trouble. The trouble with like the stop solution is that's just me. I mean, if I can remember to do the stop, I will. Anyway, back to this situation. Here, I'll do it now, since I remember. Hopefully they tap something here. Come on, tap. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Post-it note, maybe like over the click? I don't know. I'll just send this one. Oh, I suppose they can put it on the pack leader, but maybe then we can just get the pack leader. That's fine too. I guess we still just want the veteran though. Get some cards here though. Not valueless. All the cards themselves seem to be. Do we need to move this? I guess we actually maybe want to move this onto like the archer to continue to just be as broad as possible with our damage. I don't know if I need to evaluate it at end of show. I'll just say this card has always looked very good, provided it doesn't wreck your own deck. So far, every time I've had a chance to run it, it just wrecked my own deck. This is the first time it's been really playable with what I've even got going. I don't know what this attack is about. We technically have a block here. I suppose if they kill the archer... I mean, this is a free... Like, it's free, right? But then they can't block. So, I mean, I understand that it's an indestructible dog. I'm just wondering if we offer up the archer, because if they kill the archer, we get a counter on the scythe anyway. So I'm going to block and call their bluff here. We have 17 life, so maybe I don't need to, but there's a way in which I don't mind a counter on the... Yeah, I mean, I think this is... Oh, that's a lot of counters. So now we got another thing to deal with. Yeah, this is looking rough for us now. Although that's interesting. Now I'm going to put this on, like... This has 3, so that's a 6, so we can Dragonfire and still get it. I guess in that case we put it here. Well, actually, I haven't attacked yet, right? I have plenty of mana, so hold on. I did this wrong. I'm going to attack with this and leave this back to block, so I'm going to move it... and attack first. All right, they're doing that tap, of course, so it didn't really matter. And the fact they can tap back, so yeah, maybe we're just in super trouble with all... Amazingly, somehow 6 mana tap a creature is proving to be quite good. And if we want to try Dragonfire plus blocking to take out pack... Well, that won't work, right? Yeah, so I guess we just have to send... Oops, I was trying to attack there. That was a UI mess up. Wasn't looking good for us anyway. That's true. Not indestructible, prevent all combat damage. So it just doesn't get damaged by creatures, though, in combat. So Dragonfire could hurt it. It's just we need, like, Dragonfire plus Grasp. Do we have a second Grasp? Yeah, we have a Grasp. So Grasp plus Dragonfire could... Well, no longer. No longer. Just when we thought. Doggy got big from Invigorating Surge. Big dog. And they have plenty of tap mana, so we're probably done for. It's incredible. I feel like we're losing to Sanctum of Tranquil Light with no other shrines, and that's a little bit embarrassing, but that's what happens when the game goes long, and I guess your opponent gets 12 mana. That being said, let's Scorch the Lifelinker. The attack was a mistake, Brian. I forgot about the counter, although I did have the sack the creature, so it wasn't that big a deal, but yeah. I'm going to take out the Visionary. I don't think this 1 point of lifelink actually matters relative to being be able to attack through. Yeah, I don't know, D. I don't know where that art came from exactly. Yeah, I think we're dead to the multi-taps here. But we can hold up mana and make him nervous, perhaps. I don't think we have much way to win after that, though, is the problem. Yeah, we're kind of on the disconnect plan. Oh, yeah, I can... Yeah, forget it. All right, that doesn't even block because of the dude. Yeah, it was a good game. Barring my, my punts aside, it was interesting. But yeah, my inability to tap today is tap and ping is concerning. I got to figure out what I'm going to do to plug that leak because that's too much. A missed ping here or there is whatever, but I've missed an embarrassing number of pings today that I need to figure out how to get a hold of. Hey, Bill. Glad you can make it. How you doing? Okay. I like it. Arsonist into Scythe. Scythe onto Arsonist. Ooh, Arsonist into Hobblefiend or instead. Then Scythe onto Arsonist. This is looking good. I've not seen this. This is classic new Wizards design, right? Let's take a common-looking spell and make it rare somehow. Fiend it up. Well, I was going to go Scythe equip, but now we've got just Gadrak on 3. Right. And that cute thing that it can be a 1 blue ancestral is what makes it, quote, rare, when in the end of the day, it reads like a common for the most part. We could just eat the Arsonist, kill the Scanner, play the Scythe. We can do all that next turn, too. The benefit of doing it now is that we get in for 3. If we wait, we get Gadrak, and we get to do it all next turn, and Gadrak gets some stuff. Yeah, and Archer just pings it. So yeah, we'll just be patient here, play Gadrak, and pass. I don't like swinging the 1/1. I think we might get more value out of it later, Mike. Certainly, like, I want to put the Scythe on it at least or whatever. Here we can just Archer. I mean, they got a lot of mana up, so this could be countered. But I think if they're going to counter something, countering the Archer seems great to me. So I'm going to offer them the Archer here. I think that's a fine thing to have canceled. We're back to where we could send the Arsonist, and if they want to trade the Scanner for it, we get an extra point. In that case, Gadrak at least gets 2 treasure tokens, which I like a lot better, Mike. Like Mike was suggesting doing this last turn, but at least now we get 2 tokens if it happens. So now I'll offer. I didn't like offering it last time, but now we at least get a couple tokens out of it. And with the Scythe providing a third artifact, we're not actually that far off from attacking Gadrak. Oh, I would have gotten it last time? Oh, then I just wasn't thinking about that angle, sorry. Yeah, that's true. I would have. You think this is underwhelming? I mean, Gadrak has done incredible work for us all event. I'm surprised your takeaway from this here, Resonator, is that Gadrak is underwhelming. The job of this card is not to take over the game. The job of this card is to be an excellent 3-drop, and it is. Here we can drop, let's see, we have 1, 2, I don't want to use these because they eventually make Gadrak attack, so I'm going to try and treat this like a 5-mana turn, in which case we're going to play the Swamp, and then we can do Devils. Yeah, we'll just do Gadrak and Scythe. And yes, we can attack first. That's fine. If they want to make this trade, we're all about that. Okay. That's cool. This still works. We still get those tokens. Heck, we can equip and still get all the tokens we need, all the artifacts we need, right? How much? Oh, wait a second. Is it? I want to do my math right. We have... Oh, only 2 things died. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Oh, I could have. Yeah. Well, equip because it gets it bigger. Like right now, this could get hit for, 5, and it could be killed. Where if we put the scythe on it as a, maybe it saves it from... Although I don't think there's like 4 damage-based removal. The race is on. Leading contender for Mythic Uncommon, based on conventional wisdom out there. That's the thing. I don't think there's a card in the deck that move would have saved it from. Lava, right, yeah, like the X spell, the torch or whatever for... Whatever that card is called for exactly 4 or something. Let's go... Equip. I'm doing it this way so that... I guess it doesn't... I don't need to do it this way now. I mean, I'm using treasure because I want to cast the devils, but I may as well just do it with mana and then use the treasure after. Because if we do something like we need to grasp, I might not need to use this treasure this turn yet. We'll see. Yeah. So let's do this now. We want both, true. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, turn to slag would be brutal, but what are we going to do? Not play our card? We got to play our card. At least if they do have something devastating like slag for the Gadrak, we do get to crack back with the devils, bring them to 9, have a grasp to protect. So, a little nervous here about what looks like a very good deck from Oppo, but we're doing okay right now. See where it goes. Mike points out that we have lethal if they don't block, which is to say attack for 9, grasp the pitch burn, and do 3 more. Sure is a lot of mana and a lot of cards for them not to be doing anything, so I don't think we're winning here, but we're going to make them have it. That's fine-ish. I only say fine-ish because it means we didn't have like a win on the spot. Excellent would be we won on the spot, but seems fine. But I'm still nervous about these 4 cards. All right, we did it, gang. 5 wins, legit profit, etc. All of my ping punts were not enough to prevent me from getting to 5 today. I think if you just set your expectations reasonably for what you're getting out of a 3-mana creature, Gadrock is pretty sweet. All right, great. Well, I'm feeling lousy about my ping punts, but feeling good about finally getting some decent results today. This also looks good. Cauldron didn't quite feel worth it. Cauldron felt like we had the Village Rites is doing the Cauldron job much better than the Cauldron, I think. Glad you liked it, Timnos. We'll drop this just in case we want to grasp something on 2, but almost certainly going to drop one of these 2 drops next turn. Seeing planes into a 2 new color tap land and a first turn shrine makes me think we're up against shrine.deck with black-red. So, yeah, this could be rough for us if they roll out a suite of options here. What do we want? This or this? I'll go with the mutt. A shrine deck that draws well is going to be real bad for us, honestly. Great. Yeah, I said it had to draw well. So far, it doesn't look like it has, but things can change quickly against a shrine. And we don't even know this is a shrine deck. They may just be a Jeskai deck that happens to have a shrine or 2 or something. Now let's get the Devotee going. Yep. No, bye, Devotee. We'll never. It's like we never knew you. Suppose we could have put Hobble Fiend out, given that, but. No mana. We could Village Rites, but then that costs us our dude. That's no good. I guess we just grasp and go. Yeah, we can also Hobble Fiend and leave up Rites here. Yeah, I'm with you. We could grasp it, but is this worth the grasp? Right now, it's not doing all that much. I'm just going to play the Hobble Fiend and advance our board. And if they try to kill something, we have the Rites ready. Oh, yeah, I remembered, so I'll put a stop, but I remembered anyway. Let's see if I can make this whole game without missing a ping. Whole game without missing a ping. That's my goal here. All right, found a land. Doesn't enter untapped, but I'm happy to at least get our land down. But I'm not going to do anything else. We're going to pass again. Will this even help, though? The thing about maybe putting the stop on helps me have a mindset about it. Oh, good. I'll take it. Take it. Yeah. Let's get some cards. But, like, the game already stops at the end of their turn so that I can do the Magma. This doesn't do anything to change the nature of the pace. All it does is just try to... But it might help just to keep it in my head, so I'll try it. I gotta try something, because it's unacceptable to keep missing all those pings. And again, another thing you can do, as soon as you remember after they attack, go for it. There is some sorcery speed, kill tap stuff in some sets, but in this format, in this situation, I'm just gonna do it. Well, if they're spending 6 to tap Magmuts to save 1 point of damage, we are pretty happy about that. Let's give them something more imposing to think about, though. Now, they might not tap it in the sense that it can't attack, but at least it's holding out the skimmer. And yeah, I thought they might do this. Go for the kill, and we have another Rites for it. Now we could just go kill, attack, 3-drop. I like that. Let's grasp this thing and play this thing and attack with this thing. Mike liked grasp and Thallid. Yep, that's what we did. Again, more like the devil, but I'm happy with what we did. Archer gets to pick off this Sky Scanner. That's cool. But we're just going to do it all here. Probably get a scoop right here. I would not be surprised if this led to a scoop. All right. I mainly called that shot because I mean, 0 cards to their 12 and the 2, yeah, I think they were done for. Nice, we're playing for Max. Full count to borrow from baseball. By the way, I don't know if anybody here was among the crowd who recommended checking out the Dorktown documentary on the Seattle Mariners, but I have been watching that and enjoying it. I mean, there are no Ken Burns or anything, but it is really great to relive my memories of my favorite baseball team. Sail to 7, you got it. Good timing, too. We're right at noon, my usual sign-off time, at least noon here in the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to play this game out and say some farewells, find someone to raid. I'm going to open on a swamp in case there's some we gotta kill it thing on turn 2. But likely sequence here is Hobble Fiend into Gadrak. Yeah, so the Cur is exactly what I mean. Like, we could grasp it. It's not worth it. We're going to play our Hobble Fiend. I don't want to trade because we have Gadrak. I'd rather try and trade offensively, but we're up against Boros in the kind of winner's bracket here, so this is real stuff. With the battlements... Nah, I'm still going to say no blocks. Although, maybe I just should. And then we drop the Gadrak. Yeah, I was starting to lean into it, and Mike says yes. Herschel says no. I think we trade because we're not. But the thing is, here's the thing, Herschel. If Gadrak worked on defense, if we could block with the Hobble Fiend with Gadrak in play and get the token, I think you'd be correct. But you only get this on attacks on your turn. So we're not going to get it later with this trade, so I'm just going to take the trade. And here I'm going to go with Thallid over Gadrak because nothing's going to be attacking us, and we can drop Gadrak next turn when we're going to have a Spring Thallid. So we could grasp it up. Yes, let's, we're going to swing, and then they'll probably just either, we'll make them, yeah, let's let them choose. If they go for a double block, we get to blow them out. And if they go for a single block with the battlements, it sets them up for potential archer stuff later. So yeah, there's all sorts of good reasons to send in the Thallid here. Nice. They did not want to risk it, and that's good for us. I wish we had a way to respond. I'm going to play this swamp because if we draw another swamp, we could do a double grasp next turn if it became needed for some reason. Another Acolyte, wow. Well, this is how you get a 6-win white deck right there. And interesting to see we are seeing a Boros deck here in the kind of winner's bracket arena. All right, we could take this trade and yeah, I think so. I think we actually take this trade. Let's not get too greedy with our Gadrak. Really? Mike likes taking 4? I mean, this is lifelink 4. This isn't just a regular 4. Yeah, I guess we have, well, because here's why I was thinking. We make this trade here. We have grass for this, and then they're like, then they're, but I guess, yeah, I just don't want to keep taking this lifelink. But I guess we're not. If we grasp it, it's fine. Okay, we'll do this. We'll take the 1 hit and then grasp it. Oh, and a Magmut's nice. I can start forgetting to ping again. I'm going to do it shields down, though. We don't want any feats of resistance messing us up. And I'm going to at least represent the village trick. Oh, cool. Yeah, the treasure means we do have a grasp if needed. We're going to try and save this to eventually attack with Gadrak at this point, but oh, now it doesn't matter. Anything to be done about that? Not really. They just get it. Oh, if this were a 5/5, we could shrink it. That would have been cool. I would like if this were a 5/5, we would grasp it to save it, but we can't, so we would just kill it. Can't ping, but I remembered that if I could ping, I should. Let's just Devils here. And I'll do this to just try and help remember my pings. Next turn should make for some good attacks with Grasp backing up the Pitchburn and the Thallid. And interesting. I definitely, it seems to me it's probably going to be like a feat of resistance, but let's draw the feat of resistance out with the block or whatever. I'll trade the Thallid for their trick. And then, and that sets up Grasp better, but whatever it is, I will trade the Thallid for it. Including apparently the Acolyte. I'm down. Nice! What a draw. Coming up, Millhouse. Well, this is the kind of good luck I've been waiting for. I've been having some bad luck lately, but this is an incredible draw. Perfect. And then with the Grasp of Darkness backing up the the attack, we can swing with everything and take out the Battlements to boot. All right, they got 3 cards, though. Looking good for us at the moment, but 19 life, 3 cards. This ain't over. All the grasps. I don't know what sweepers there are on the format, but I'm not going to play around them. I'm gonna keep playing our stuff and hope it's enough. Massacre Worm, Karvek. What's the mist? I don't know the mist one. Oh, that's the -2/-2. Sure. All right, you can have it. Consider it guised. Yeah, Ugin is technically a sweeper. Interesting. Nice. I think I'll cash in the Sapperling for cards here. Try to find something to win with faster, like this. Right. Huh. Off the no 7-win Schneid. We got one, gang. Whew. Feels good to get that under the belt. We are indeed looking pretty rich. Let's claim the. Oh, that's also, we got the season change rewards. But here, let's get back to this so that I can do this. Have not done sealed, no. See you, Dreaded. Nice. Good work, Buckeye. More profit. You really want the profit meme today, biatch. Oh, payment for the one I did. Sorry. Oh well. Then you have to pay me again for the next one. All right, let's hop here for a second. Thank you for hanging out, YouTube friends, and everybody here, of course. But interesting day. The deck worked out. I got free lessons. We won the maximum. Well, I learned all about how bad my current leak is with regards to tapping. So I missed a bunch of pings. It didn't cost us any value because we made it to 7 wins anyway. So I'm going to say, whew, free lesson, but I am not going to just ignore it like it didn't matter. I have a serious issue with pinging that I need to address. So maybe it's partly streaming, but that's still on me to figure out. So you guys are going to work with me coming up, and I'm going to really work on my pings, try some different things, and stop missing those, because that's just too big of a leak not to ignore. I can't just do that and pretend it doesn't matter. We gotta plug that leak. So I'm going to be working on that in the upcoming games, but we'll see you there for them tomorrow. Bye.